back to USJ Baseball on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Ed Reeves and Coach Joe Holloway with you here at Bruin Park on the campus of the University School of Jackson. Seabass producing and directing. One game, winner takes all, Sub-State, USJ, and Knoxville Webb. You can watch the game on .5digital.com, Worthy Road Studios. Paul Schulze, Caleb, and Michael Osborne. .5digital.com. The starters for USJ presented by Outback Steakhouse in Jackson, open until 11 o'clock tonight. Enjoy Outback Steakhouse with Ian Isolanco and company. Leading off for the Bruins and catching tonight, Thad Pusta-Cabbage. Batting second and playing center field, Kate Savage. Hitting third and playing shortstop, Jake Overton. Hitting cleanup and playing third base, the red-hot Eli Rouse. Batting fifth and playing first base, Nate Wall. Hitting sixth, the designated hitter, Rhett Peel. Batting seventh and playing left field, Kyle Stanford. Hitting eighth and playing right field, John Stanford. Batting ninth and playing second base, Cole Salmons. Tonight's starting pitcher, Garrick Raven. There's a big name omitted from the lineup. He may have been injured last night. Taylor Howell, the normal catcher, is not in the lineup. And Thad Pusta-Cabbage, the typical starting shortstop, is behind home plate. You'd have to think that was an injury on that collision yesterday. And we're underway. First pitch from Garrick is a curveball. It's low and outside. Ball one on leadoff man for Webb, Stokes Needham.
And Dan, he was injured. We don't know. It wasn't serious, but maybe enough to keep him out of the game.
Garrick comes to the fastball. It's fouled away behind home plate. That'll even the count at a ball and a strike on Needham. Raven and Garrick on the mound here. Big right-hander for USJ. The 1-1. Curveball, a swing and a miss. It's a ball and two strikes on Stokes Needham.
And, of course, USJ would like to get at least 4 good innings out of Raven, and he can go longer than that, but you want 4, and then they can go to their bullpen.
The 1-2. Fastball just off the corner. Ball 2. That'll even account at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Stokes Needham.
Dan, the outfield straight away.
The 2-2 on its way off speed. Struck him out swinging. So a good start. The Raven Garrick strikes out the leadoff man. Now the catcher, Reed Noyes.
And Needham had 2 hits in each game yesterday. And, of course, Reed Noyes, and we've heard from the folks in Atlanta, that first game he had a 2-for-3 game, and he was 1-for-3 in the second game last night.
The dimensions here at USJ Bruin Park, 320 down the left field line, 340 in the power alleys. Straightaway center field, 355. First pitch, fly ball, left field. Along that line, out goes the shortstop into foul territory to make the play. Playing shortstop tonight for the Bruins is Jake Overton. And, Coach, he looks like he plays that position every single night. He ranged a long way down that left field line into foul territory.
It's kind of like covering a wideout running down there after that one. And he's had some experience both. Jake he got a good jump off of it and did a great job.
That'll bring the number 3 hitter, left fielder Tommy Jordan, to the plate. He also hits from the right side. Garrick fires, curveball, and a beauty, called strike 1.
And Jordan was 1-for-3 in both games yesterday.
0-1 on Jordan. Garrick out of the windup, uncoils, fastball, strike called outside corner. So Garrett Raven had a big spot in his career with the Bruins season on the line, trying to retire the Spartans in order. The 0-2 is bounced foul into the Bruin dugout. We'll do it again.
And he didn't waste that pitch. He came right after him, and Tommy Jordan let him know that, hey, I know you're coming after me. And he fouled it off.
0-2 on Jordan. Raven Garrick. Here's the 0-2. Curveball line to third base. Browse knocks it down, but not going to have time to make a play. He'll throw through. That was a sharply hit ball, and Eli Browse over in the hot corner did good to knock it down on the short hop, but didn't have time to throw Jordan out. So Jordan will reach base with 2 outs, and the cleanup man, Carson Schlegel.
And Carson had the great first game, 3 for 4. Was 0 for 3 in the second game.
Coach, how do you score that? I didn't see the official score.
I'm going to have to give it an error. I will wait and hold judgment for the official score.
First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1.
Rayburn keeps the pitches down there. He will be tough to hit tonight.
That was a tough chance for Eli Browse at third base. Gehrig out of the stretch. 0-1. Fastball downstairs. That'll even the count at a ball and a strike. Jack Peel, the head coach for USJ, assisted by Ronnie Giddens and Spencer Nelson for the USJ Bruins. The 1-1. Curveball, swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes on Schlegel.
He's keeping the curveball down. And, of course, Schlegel, a good contact man.
You know, Coach, he's really keeping everything down so far, isn't he?
Yes, he's done a very good job. No high pitches, and that'll get you in trouble.
The 1-2. Gehrig rocks, fires, struck him out looking. The fastball on the outside corner. And down go the Spartans in the top of the first inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error committed. And 1 left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning scoreless. USJ and Knoxville Webb on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Do you have cataracts, glaucoma, or any form of eye disease? At Hughes Eye Center, our physicians include residency-trained optometrists, surgical ophthalmologists, retinal surgeons, and oculoplastic surgeons, all right here in Jackson, Tennessee at Hughes Eye Center. There's no need to drive to Memphis or Nashville for your surgical eye care needs. Call 664-1994 to schedule your consultation. At Hughes Eye Center on Stonebridge in Jackson, that's 664-1994.
I'm Mark Donahoe with the Donahoe Firm. Although my criminal defense cases get a lot of publicity, I'm well versed in civil litigation and use my trial skills to obtain favorable verdicts and maximize results for my clients in many other areas. I've represented doctors, lawyers, businessmen, law enforcement officials, and juveniles. If you have been injured or you have a business dispute or something as simple as a will or any criminal matter, let us put our experience to work for you. The Donahoe Firm, representing you when it matters. Call me for a free consultation, 731-736-4422. That's 731-736-4422, or visit DonahoeFirm.com.
Now back to USJ Baseball on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
USJ Bruin Baseball presented in Clark by Southeastern Turbine Pest Control and Service Company. Get the free home inspection. Call 660-1052. Dan Reeves, Coach Joe Holloway, Seabass, Paul Schultze, Caleb, Michael Osborne. We move to the bottom of the first inning. For USJ leading off is the catcher, Thad Pusta-Cabbage. Schaefer's on the mound tonight, the number 3 for Webb. Peter Schaefer, only a sophomore, finds himself at a big spot tonight for Webb, the right-hander on the mound with everything on the line. Here's Schaefer out of the windup, hit sharply over to second base, swallowed up there by A.J. Chambers, and over to first base to retire Pusta-Cabbage. Chambers has had as many opportunities as anyone in the field, Coach, and he's not yet to boot one.
No, he's played flawlessly, and of course Cade Salmon's looking to atone for going 0 for 3 in the last game last night. Kind of has dipped his shoulder a little bit. Let's see if he's got that straightened out today.
Cade Salmon's hitting from the left side of the plate. The center fielder for the Bruins. Schaefer rocks the fastball, called strike 1.
Schaefer's earned run average is 1.77.
3-1 in the season, Coach. He's really, really good number 3. The 0-1 curveball's high. Will even the count at a ball and a strike. One out, bottom of the first inning for USJ. Scoreless. Raven Garrick looked good for USJ in the first. 1-1 is fouled back into the crowd. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Salmons.
And for the folks watching on the internet, you can see that Salmon's back foot is very close to the white chalk line, slightly open stance, really crowding the plate.
Here's Schaefer uncalling, firing high with a fastball. That'll even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The sophomore pitcher for Knoxville Webb. Here's a 2-2 on its way. Fly ball left field. Twisting near the line, way over there. And move at the foul line, making a nice catch was Tommy Jordan. He had to cover a lot of ground to get over there and make that play. So 2 down, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jake Overton, for the Bruins.
Jake had a big night last night, 1 for 2 in that second game, but in the first game, Jake was 3 for 4.
Schaefer, first pitch on its way. The fastball's outside, ball 1. Hey, text the coach and I here on the air. We'll read those over the air for you. Have some fun with you on the Robinson Toyota text line. The 1-0 fastball upstairs, 2-0. The number is 731-277-5155. We'll read those right over the air. Robinson Toyota on Van Drive. Here's a 2-0 fast strike called. Memorial Day is coming up at Robinson Toyota and some great deals for you. Shop online at robinsontoyota.com. The text line number is 731-277-5155. Fly to foul down the right field line, twisting into the stands to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jake Overton.
And, of course, Schaefer has the fastball, curve, and changeup, and he's had a good, lively fastball in this inning.
Here's a 2-2. Caught him looking. Fastball outside corner. So the Bruins go in order in the bottom of the first inning. We'll move on to inning number 2. Scoreless from USJ on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5 at digital.com.
Hi, I'm Ian Usuranko at Outback Steakhouse. Sale, sale, sale. There's never been a better time to buy. The proprietor's out of town and we're turning them loose at .com.
Ian, stop. You're a nice guy. Just be you. Why are you trying to sound like Dan Reeves? Just be you. Let's roll tape again.
Hi, this is Ian Insulaco with Outback Steakhouse here in Jackson. I'm sure that you know we're a national chain, but did you know that I'm from Jackson and a JCM graduate? Much of my staff and I have been together here at Outback Steakhouse for 15 years. Yes, we are a national company, but here in Jackson, it's all about local. Our pledge, it's always fresh in the Outback. I'd like to thank you, Jackson, for your help in making Outback Steakhouse in Jackson the shining star of the Outback family. And I personally invite you to have dinner with us at Outback Steakhouse, Jackson, Tennessee, 194 Stonebrook Place, or take advantage of curbside takeaway to go by calling 664-9000. That's 664-9000 or OutbackSteakhouse.com. Outback Steakhouse in Jackson. No rules, just right.
Now back to USJ Baseball on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5 digital.com.
USJ Bruin Baseball presented in part by Coyote Blues. Fresh Mexican food. Coyote Blues. Those mesquite grilled chicken fajitas at 4 Stonebridge Boulevard will knock your socks off, so take an extra pair of socks when you go. Coyote Blues, freshmex.com. To the second inning we go. Leading off for Knoxville Webb is the pitcher, Peter Schaefer. He throws right-handed, but he bats from the left side of the plate. Garrick first pitch is a fast strike caught on the inside corner. Raven Garrick out of the windup, uncoils, fires. Beautiful curveball called strike 2. Schaefer squared the butt, then tucked the pitch.
He did, and Eli Browse looked like he was playing football. He came hard to field that bunt, and Raven didn't let that fake bunt attempt affect him.
0-2. Here's Garrick. Waist wide high outside. Ball and 2 strikes. My name's Dan Reeves, along with Coach Joe Holloway. Keith Hansen from Robinson Toyota is here with us. Memorial Day sales event going on now. Here's the 1-2. Curveball fought off by Schaefer. He'll foul it back to the screen, and we'll do it again. He scored a very good pitch there.
Yes, he is. As long as he keeps it low and keeps his curve low. Schaefer up in the front of the box.
Here's the 1-2. Hit on the ground to first. Fielded on a hop. He'll have to hurry. They're not going to get it. Raven off the mound, a little bit slow to first base, and Wall, the first baseman, had to wait on his pitcher. That ground ball pulled Wall way over to his right. He was not going to be able to make the play. And Gehrig a little slow off the hill, and Schaefer dig it down the wide. So you have to give him a base hit on it. Leadoff man on base here at the top of the second.
Absolutely in that case.
Now the first baseman, Nathan Johnson, for Knox Webb. Gehrig working out of the stretch. Schaefer got a big lead. Raven noticed, threw over. Schaefer back safely. The bleacher creatures are back out in left field. Also on the lodge out there, left center field. Bunt attempts, fouled back to the screen. And bring it to a ball and a strike on Nathan Johnson, the first baseman.
And there's nothing wrong with this good baseball to move that runner on down, no outs, try to get the runner in scoring position at second.
Well, Old Glory is hanging limp out there tonight, which is much different from last night with a high wind. Here's the 1-2. Another bunt attempt. This one fouled back to the screen as well. He did bounce off the mic over there. We've got the field mic. A 7-second delay is used on Paul Schultze only. Paul's brain works 7 seconds behind, so he usually works out. That gives us 14 seconds to dump Paul if we need to. Getting a lot of comments from the Knoxville people saying, wish we had this in Knoxville. The 1-2, slow bouncer toward shortstop. They'll have to hurry. Safe at first base. The throw pulled Wall off the bag a bit. And everybody's safe. Schaefer will move up to second base. And Johnson's at first base with an infield hit. And now Mason Patel, who was the winning pitcher yesterday, only a freshman, playing shortstop tonight with a chance to really help his team out here early.
Yeah, he really pitched a masterful game.
Could easily be 2 outs and nobody on base, Coach.
He may be bunting, too, right here.
Raven out of the stretch. Patel bunts, lays it down beautifully. Raven will have to hurry to get him at first. It's a high throw and pulls him off the bag, but Wall makes a gorgeous tag to retire Patel. From this angle, it didn't look like he was able to get that tag on him. And Jordan Wormsley, who's coaching first base, well, that's Parker Wormsley, didn't think so either, Coach. But a break for the Bruins.
The only two men in this ballpark that know what happened is the first base coach and the umpire, and they didn't agree with each other.
They did not.
I would have probably leaned towards safe on that call.
Oh, boy. So one down and runners on second and third. Parker and Kendall, the DH. The number 8 hitter. Swing and a miss. The fastball from Raven. It's 0-1.
Up at first and third, and second deep and short deep. So they'll give the run for the out if it goes to second or short. Got a little equipment adjustment there, don't we?
I think maybe Parker's necklace may have come unsnapped. And his teammate John Morrow comes over to refasten his necklace.
And they're going to make the pitcher take his off. And the pitcher's not supposed to have
taking it off. Okay.
Necklaces. And, you know, if you pitch and you wear the undershirt, you can't wear one with the white showing. You have to have a color. And some of my friends don't know that I'm working.
Well, I'd hate to have been caught with a necklace on when Coach Tucker was coaching baseball.
I remember that. He did coach a little baseball. Interesting, too.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Casey Stengel a little bit. Talk Stengelese sometimes.
Yep. 0-1 in Parker Kendall. 1 out. Top of the second. Webb has men on second and third. Here's the bunt attempt. Down the first base line. They'll have to come home, and he is out and home. Oh, they cut him down. Wall made a great play. Charging that bunt because it was a great bunt. And Wall came home with it and cut Schaefer down at the plate. And Jack Peel's out of the dugout. I don't know what he's arguing about. Do you? Well, the Webb people thought he was safe, and he may have gotten under that tag. It was a bang-bang play at the plate.
It was. Jack came out just to hold serve and, defend his side of it. And also it gave him a chance to tell his players there's 2 outs, and let's get the out at first or catch the fly ball.
I don't understand why Jack came out.
Well, Jack came out, like I said, just to make sure that he was out and check on things.
He got the call.
I know, but he just wanted to make sure it wasn't reversed.
But I've never seen I don't know. But that was a break for the Bruins. Now, he may have very well been out at home, but it was bang, bang. So now it's up to John Morrow. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1 on Morrow. The curveball from Raven. So runners on the corners, but now 2 outs. Curveball, a swing and a miss. Boy, Raven has that curveball working tonight, Coach.
He really does. He's keeping it down. I wouldn't be surprised. They may not do it this time, but you get first and third, and you're going to see some running out of it to test the catcher because Cabbage hasn't caught that much this year. Howell's caught a lot of games.
0-2. Raven, a chance to get out of this. Curveball, he struck him out. 3 straight curveballs, and USJ gets out of really a jam with runners on second and third and only 1 out without relinquishing a run. So we'll move on to the bottom of the second inning. Scoreless here at USJ on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.
We put money in your pocket and leave your land like it should be left. Wade Norris Logging.
Are you a landowner seeking options for your timber? With 25 years experience, Wade Norris Logging will advise you with the best solutions for harvesting your timber. Quality work and caring for the land are reasons Wade Norris was named Tennessee Master Logger of the Year. As a landowner, you deserve the best price when selling your timber. Wade Norris will find the right market for your valuable commodity. Questions about your timber? Call Wade Norris at 731-664-9386. That's 731-664-9386. And to read what others say about Wade Norris, log on to WadeNorrisLogging.com. Wade Norris will get you the best price for your timber. Call 731-664-9386. That's 731-664-9386. And visit WadeNorrisLogging.com.
We put money in your pocket and leave your land like it should be left. Wade Norris Logging.
Well, but some fireworks here early, Coach. It's been anything but a boring game as we move to the bottom of the second inning. Leading off for the Bruins is red-hot third baseman Eli Browse. Schaefer, fast strike. So this is the third pitcher we've seen from Knox Webb that can really bring the heat, Coach.
Well, he's got good form, good leg drive, and, of course, his coaches have some great pitching experience.
The 0-1 is outside. That'll leave an account of the ball and a strike. Dan Reeves along with Coach Joe Holloway, Seabass producing and directing, Paul Schultze, Caleb, and Michael Osborne, where you can watch the game at .5digital.com. The 1-1's outside. It's 2-1 on Eli Browse.
Eli Browse was 2 for 2 in the first game yesterday, 1 for 3 in that second game.
Here's a 2-1. Upstairs with fastball. 3-1 is Coach Joe has his customary nachos.
No, that's not mine. I can't eat that. Those are Peggy's. I'm just keeping them for
3-1. Fast strike. Well, I was going to tell you, because I love nachos with cheese and some jalapeno peppers, as you know. They say whatever that stuff is there is far from cheese. Here's the payoff. Line down the right field line. This is trouble. It's down the line and rolling to the fence. Browse will round first base. He'll head towards second, and he'll stop there with a line, a drive, a double in the right field corner. And the leadoff man is on second base in the bottom of the second for the Bruins.
And, of course, Eli Browse, a Division II Mr. Baseball candidate, and one of the leaders in RBIs in West Tennessee this year.
Is he not red hot, Coach?
He is. What's that, hotter than a $2 pistol?
You ain't kidding.
You ever fired a $2 pistol?
I haven't because I shop at Smoking Guns. Nate Wall will hit. He's the first baseman who made two great plays at the top of the inning to get the Bruins off the field without relinquishing a run. Browse gets a lead down at second. Schaefer fires. Bouncing ball to shortstop. They got Browse hung up. The throw to third, and they got him. Eli makes a mistake on the base paths, and it's certainly uncommon for Eli. That's one you got to hold your position there when it's hit to your right when you're standing on second base.
When it's hit the left side of the infield, you point out, Dan, and then that's, last night, a couple of base running mistakes. A pick-off, trying to advance and take an extra base when it was questionable. Those little things are the difference in winning and losing.
And the Jack Peel coach teams normally dot all the I's and cross the T's. That's Red Peel with one out and Wall at first base. High and tight. It's ball one with a fastball.
Wish we had a radar gun. This young man's bringing some serious heat.
This game brought to you in part by the Hughes Eye Center. Dr. Matt Hughes, Dr. Casey Davis, and Chief LASIK Surgeon Dr. David Underwood. The Hughes Eye Center and the LASIK Center of Jackson. Throw to first. Ball is back easily. Text us. Let us know where you're watching the game tonight on the Robinson Toyota text line. We'll be there next Saturday. Memorial Weekend, a big sale underway right now at Robinson Toyota. The 1-0. Fastball upstairs, 2-0. On the text line, Robinson Toyota text line. Text us. We'll read it on the air. 731-277-5155. 731's the area code. 277-5155. 2-0 to Red Peel. Schaefer out of the stretch. Fires. Swing and a miss. The fastball. It's 2-1.
Of course, Rhett got his cut then, but he was 0 for 3 tonight. Normally a very good hitter, and he's had the extra base game that he knocked in so many runs about a week ago.
Yep.
And right now his team could use his hitting. Very strong young man. Great football player
together,
too.
ain't he?
Yes, he is.
He was working on the field with his shirt off earlier. I accused him of bragging. 2-1 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. Even a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Red said, man, it's 99-degree heat index. I'm not trying to brag. What a great young guy he is.
Oh, super young man. Needs to even his swing out. Sometimes he'll dip that back shoulder and it has an uppercut, but if he makes contact, it's going somewhere.
We've seen him go yard a few times this year. Here's a 2-2. Schaefer fires. Line, right center field and deep. Way back there near the track. At the wall. This ball is against the wall. Here's Wall rounding third. They're going to wave him home. Wall digging to the plate. He'll score standing up. And Red Peel with a RBI double. And the Bruins take a 1-0 lead.
And that was a good piece of hitting. Didn't take that big dip. He had the slight uppercut, but again, he's capable of driving the ball. Got it in the power alley.
Red Peel, one outstanding young man. So with 2 out, or make it 1 out, Peel is standing at second base, and now Kyle Stanford, the left fielder, will hit against Schaefer. Schaefer takes a look back at Peel. Fires high with a fastball, ball 1.
And Dan, how big is the base running mistake now? We don't know.
Well, with Wall scoring, you would think they would have thrown Wall out at first base, but you never know.
You never know.
The 1-0. Fouled back into the stands. And, Coach, that's the first thought that, they'd have thrown Wall out at first base, but where it was hit at shortstop, and having to look to run it back to second, they may not have been able to get Wall at first base.
Sometimes, there can always be error, but the good thing is it took Eli off the hook. His buddy, he needs to thank Rhett when he comes to the dugout.
Absolutely. Ball and a strike on Kyle Stanford. Schaefer fires inside with a fastball, 2-1.
When Schaefer goes to the dugout, I guarantee you, one of the coaches will tell him, check the runners, but don't let them disturb. That last pitch, he paid too much attention to the runner at second base.
2 balls and a strike to Kyle Stanford. Schaefer fires. It nearly hit him. It's inside, 3-1. Schaefer's an outstanding baseball player. Only as John Ward used to say, a sophomore.
Well, he owes his catcher then, Reed Noyes. I want to hear from the Reed Noyes fan club down in Atlanta tonight on the text line.
He made a great stop, didn't
he? He got out there quickly.
3-1. Schaefer fires. Hit on the ground to second base. Here's A.J. with another opportunity. Throws Stanford out at first base, but Rhett Peel will move over to third base. And with 2 outs, John Stanford will be in an RBI situation.
And remember last night, he had that big double, even though in the second game, and Stanford's been contributing, does a great job defensively in right field.
So John Stanford, as Coach told you, plays a great right field with a chance at an RBI here with 2 outs and Peel down at third base. First pitch, bouncing ball to shortstop. Patel fields it over to first in time to retire the Bruins. But the Bruins do break through in the bottom of the second. They score 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left on base. We'll move to inning number 3. The Bruins 1, the Spartans nothing on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5digital.com.
When you step into King Jewelers, you're stepping into a family-owned business with nearly 30 years of experience. Let Grover King set you up with estate jewelry or the amazing Citizen Echo Drive watch, as well as custom-designed jewelry. King Jewelers buys gold and silver, offers Rolex repair, as well as watch and jewelry repair. Check out the selection of gemstone jewelry and diamond stud earrings. Store hours are Monday through Friday, 9:30 till 5:30 and 10 till 2 on Saturday.
King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, and a brand new King Jewelers location in downtown Jackson.
What? 30 seconds to tell them about Rockin' Dough Pizza? Here goes. Try Rockin' Dough's ZZ Tots, shredded potatoes, cheddar, Havarti with a sriracha aioli. Or the Blues Burger, blackened beef, blue cheese, arugula with truffle mayo and a balsamic reduction. The Cuban Grinder with pork, ham, Swiss, pickles, garlic, basil aioli, and a grained mustard. The Super Freak Pizza, my favorite. White sauce, spicy Italian sausage with caramelized onions and honey. And their fantastic Sunday brunch. Rockin' Dough in the Jackson Walk Plaza, a slice of the good life.
Now back to USJ Baseball on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Top of the third inning we go, leading off for Knoxville Webb as we head back to the top of the lineup. Stokes Needham, the center fielder. Ball inside, the 1-0, fastball called strike 1.
Needham 0 for 1 tonight. Good contact man, plays a great center field. Pitches a little bit too.
Gary Rabin pitching well so far. Here's the 1-1. Curveball is outside, 2-1.
That's really the first curveball he's thrown that didn't have a chance to be a strike. It was already outside the plate and broke sharply, down and out.
Gary Rabin, a junior here at USJ. Here's the 2-1. Downstairs, 3-1. So 2 underclassmen will carry the dream of their brothers on their right arms tonight. Rabin, 3-1, fires, bounced foul, down to third base line, and a 1 to count 4.
Last night in the game, Knox Webb did a great job of hanging tough with 2 strikes, and because USJ pitchers use a lot of throws to the plate.
Both teams did that in wins.
Yes.
Bruins did it well in game 1. Here's the payoff pitch. Line right at the shortstop. Pusta Cabbage puts it away. That was smoked, but Pusta Cabbage handled it for out number 1.
Jake Overton, Pusta Cabbage catching tonight.
I'm so accustomed to him playing shortstop. You're right, Mr. Jake Overton made that play. Thank you, Coach.
Just like getting an interception in football.
Yeah,
and people wonder that's listening knew Jake Overton is a very fine football player, too.
Absolutely is. Reed Noyes. First pitch swinging line down the left field line. Foul. Not a play. He got into that one. That one had home run distance to it.
He got out in front just a little bit, and you're right, Dan. That one, we could have been saying it could be, it might be, but we'll say it was a foul ball.
Noisy strike one.
Yes.
Here's the 0-1 curveball. Beautiful pitch, caught that outside corner. It's 0-2.
And when he keeps it down, now he doesn't want to get one of those up, and you don't want it to be a flat curve either.
No balls and 2 strikes on Reed Noyes, the catcher for Knox Webb. Raven fires, curveball, lined into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Good piece of hitting by Noyes, taking that curveball into center field. So he's on first base with a single with 1 out. And the number 3 hole hitter, Tommy Jordan, the left fielder, in the batter's box.
And, of course, you'll get the traditional pinch runner, and it's Grissom Anderson running for the catcher.
So Grissom, is that Anderson?
I thought it was Anderson.
Maybe Anderson, Coach. They squeezed in that end. So Anderson over at first base with 1 out.
That's coach's handwriting. I do that sometimes.
Popped him up. This will have a chance for Booster Cabbage at the screen to make the catch. Booster Cabbage normally plays shortstop. Looks like he's been catching all year and out at shortstop. For the Bruins, Overton looks like he's been playing shortstop all year. So 2 outs with Anderson still at first base. And now the cleanup hitter, Carson Slagle.
And Slagle 0 for 1 tonight, but he has had a good sub-state tournament.
Yes, he has.
Sectional, if you prefer that term. The T $AA likes the sectional word.
He'll be here all week, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to tip your waitresses.
And I have friends up there, but I have to tease them about it. I think the schools should get a bigger share of gates and stuff than they do, Dan.
You won't find an argument from me. Raven fires, strike 1 swinging.
But we can't pay the players at this level. It's still amateur here.
I will agree with that, Coach. Jack Peel is not making, well, he's making just shy of $11 million a year.
Oh, yeah. This is purely amateur baseball. College sports, not such.
The 0-1, the curveball had him way out in front. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And some encouraging words from the third base coach on that. He did bite on that one.
0-2 on Slagle. Anderson at first base, 2 down. Top of the third. The 0-2 is outside. Beautiful stop by Van Booster Cabbage. That was way over in the batter's box, the left-handed batter's box, and he jumped over there, and he was in the dirt, and he knocked it down and kept it in front of him and forced Anderson to stay at first base.
He really did. He sprung out of there very quickly, and because normally that would be a running situation.
Ball and 2 strikes on Slagle. Gehrig fires. Ball inside. Raven Gehrig, the pitcher for USJ, the juniors, pitched well. He's given up 3 hits, but he scattered those. Only really 1 solid hit.
Yeah, and he's struck out 3.
There goes the runner, the 2-2 pitch, and struck him out swinging. Slagle strikes out for the second time tonight. We'll move to the bottom of inning number 3. 1 hit, 1 left on base, and no runs in the top of the third for Webb. We'll move to the bottom of inning number 3. The Bruins 1, the Spartans nothing. On Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5 at digital.com.
Do you know who to call if you need to have a room painted? Do you know who to call if you need an addition or have repair work done around your home or office? Who would you call if you had storm damage or a pipe burst? Make your first call the first people I would call. Home Pros. The number is 736-0711. Put that in your phone right now, 736-0711. All of the workers at Home Pros are licensed, insured, and complete custom builders. They do work the right way at affordable price without sacrificing the quality your home deserves. Have you ever had a mildew or moldy smell coming in your home? Ever wondered about mold inside or under your house? Call Home Pros today for a free inspection. Home Pros will work with you and for you during any insurance claim at your home to make sure your house is better than ever before. Call the people that I would. Home Pros, 736-0711.
That's right, Bill. No one does it better than Home Pros Restoration. Call today, 736-0711. That's Home Pros Restoration. Call today and get the free home inspection, 736-0711. Home Pros Restoration.
Now back to USJ Baseball on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5 Digital.
USJ Bruin Baseball being presented in part by Mark Donahoe, attorney at law. He's your lawyer when it matters. Call 731 is 736-4422, DonahoeFirm.com. Dan Reeves, along with Coach Joe Holloway and Seabass. Swing and a miss, leading off the bottom of inning number 3. Cole Salmons, the second baseman.
And we know Terry Clement's listening. He sent a score of Lexington 3, Haywood 1 after 3 innings.
Oh, the 0-1 hit him in the back. So Salmons shakes it off, and he'll trot down to first base, and the Bruins have their leadoff man on. And we return to the top of the lineup, and Van Pusta-Cabbage is the Bruins leading 1-0. And a chance here with a leadoff man on to formulate a successful inning number 3.
Yeah. Pusta-Cabbage 0 for 1, grounded out to the busiest man in the ballpark, and that's Brother Chambers, A.J. Chambers.
A.J.'s played a great series here. Hadn't batted, but he's error-free at second base. Squaring the bunt is Pusta-Cabbage. He takes it high, ball 1.
And you saw the coverage. They're going to send the shortstop second. Let's see if they change. There are several coverages that can be used on bunts. Third baseman was charging hard that time.
1-0 USJ, bottom of inning number 3. Schaefer, as Pusta-Cabbage squares the bunt. He'll lay it down, a beauty. Forced to first baseman to field it. He tries to tag him and misses. And Pusta-Cabbage legs it out at first base. That's going to have to be a hit then.
Yes.
All the way, because Merrill, all he could do is pick it up, charging, and his only chance was to dive at Pusta-Cabbage, but Pusta-Cabbage was so quick out of that batter's box, Coach, he got by him before he could tag him.
No, you're right about that. He got by him and made a valiant effort to make the tag, but now USJ with something going. Cade Salmons flied out to left field the last time up. Now, if he can drill one, keep that shoulder fairly level. Don't upper. You want to get a little uppercut so you can drive it, but not the big shoulder dip.
So Cade Salmons hitting from the left side of the plate. He squares the bunt. Here comes infield in, lays it down to third base, and they looked at third, and no one's over to cover, and does throw on to first base to retire. Salmons. But a heads-up play at third base by Carson Slagle. He had time to go to third base, but no one was there to cover because he plays third base. The shortstop didn't move over. He was worried about second base, and the second baseman was worried about first base. So Jack Peel knew all that and asked Salmons to bunt it down the third base line, and the Bruins' sacrifice works perfectly. Pusta-Cabbage is down at second base, and Salmons at third. First pitch swinging, fouled back and out of play. And shortstop, Jake Overton.
And that's one of those coverages. The short was, I'm sure they had the coverage on where he covers third, and you don't worry about covering second. You cover first and third on that one. And a great bunt because it made the third baseman field it and almost got a base hit out of it.
Sure did. The 0-1. Bouncing ball to second base. That'll get a run home. And A.J. fires the first to retire Overton, but Overton will be credited with an RBI. And the Bruins take a 2-0 lead Crossing home plate was Cole Sanders, who came in to pinch run for Booster Cabbage. And moving over to third base, Overton. And now the red-hot Eli Browse with 2 outs. Braden Milam is in a pinch run. He's at third base. Schaefer fires. Fastball's inside, ball 1.
Of course, Browse had the big double back in the second, but got caught.
1-0 on the red-hot Eli Browse. Schaefer working out of the stretch. The runner on third and 2 down. Schaefer fires outside, 2-0. That's not a place you want to be with Eli Browse.
No, it isn't. This young man, if you let him get his arms extended, he's capable of losing the baseball for you. Outfield playing very deep. Deep at first base.
Browse doubled his first time up. Here's a 2-0. Line down that right field line. Out of play. Browse went down that line with a double in the corner. Tried it again, and he got good wood on it. Just twisted, foul, and out of play.
A little bit behind on the swing.
2-1 on Browse. Schaefer comes set. 2-1. High inside. It's 3-1 on Eli Browse.
And he'll have the green light if he sees something he likes.
3 balls and a strike. Schaefer's going to be really careful here with Eli Browse. Schaefer comes set. The 3-1. Inside, ball forward. Browse really wanted it, but the patience at the plate. And he'll wind up on first base. And now Nate Wall, the first baseman, with runners on the corners and 2 gone. In the bottom of inning number 3, the Bruins have taken a 2-0 lead over Knoxville Webb. Both teams with 3 hits so far tonight. Schaefer, the sophomore pitcher for Webb. Out of the stretch, fires, fast strike on the inside corner.
And he needed that pitch for his confidence. Nate Wall is 0 for 1. He was on with a fielder's choice, but scored the first run for the Bruins.
Michael Osborne, Paul Schultze, Caleb working hard on the digital TV side where you can watch tonight's game, point5digital.com. The 0-1's a beautiful curveball called strike 2. So Schaefer trying to get his team out of the inning without relinquishing another run. As Braden Milam is 90 feet away down at third base. 0-2 on Nate Wall. Here's Schaefer. The 0-2. Bounced towards third. Fielded cleanly into first base to retire Wall. Carson Slagle makes the play, so we'll move on to the third inning. But the Bruins do score 1 run on 1 hit. They leave 2 on base. We'll move to the 4th inning. The Bruins 2, the Spartans nothing on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and point5digital.com.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. Termites are swarming right now, but you already knew that. But did you know this? Quality termite protection at your house shouldn't cost $300 to $400 per year. That's an insane amount of money to have your home protected. Did you know that almost every builder in West Tennessee chooses us to do their termite pre-treatments? Before some door-to-door salesman convinces you to spend thousands, call us first to see if we pre-treated your home. People always ask me, do you answer your phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? My answer is always the same. When you need someone, you'll find them, and I want that to be us. Please give us the opportunity to earn your business for all of your termite needs, ants, and man, they're bad this time of year, spiders, including brown recluse, flea, tick, wasp, mice, and wood fungus, floor supports, or anything else that has to do with your home. Give us a call 24 hours a day at 660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
Now back to USJ Baseball on News Talk 101.5 FM and point5digital.com.
Peter Schaefer, the pitcher, leads off the 4th for Knox Webb. Raven Garrick, first pitch, a curveball. It's in the dirt, ball 1. Dan Reeves, Coach Joe Holloway. Seabass. You can watch the game on point5digital.com. Paul Schultze, Caleb, Michael Osborne. Worthy Road Studios. The 1-0. Bouncing ball to shortstop. Fielded cleanly over to first in time for out number 1. So playing shortstop tonight, Jake Overton has played it well. The starting catcher for the entire year is out tonight, Coach, and that's a concern, but so far Pusta Cabbage has played well behind the dish. And then at shortstop, Overton has played very well.
Well, Hal, I think, got hurt on that diving play at the plate last night.
I think you're right.
Remember, he stayed down for a minute.
First pitch to Nathan Johnson is a curveball that catches the outside corner, called strike 1.
Well, Schaefer had a great bender last inning, and now Raven that was a great one right there. It froze the hitter, and it broke sharply.
Here's the 0-1. Fastball just off that outside edge. Oh, the scoreboard operator put a strike over there. It was close, but it's a ball. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Curved ball, a beautiful curve. It froze him again, Coach. Called strike 2.
That was a wicked curve ball.
It was. Raven Garrick has it working tonight. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled away behind home plate by Nathan Johnson.
That was one of those Nathan started turning on it, held up, and the ball just sought out the bat for a foul ball.
Yep, it really did. Never forget one of the most famous where the balls was a heat-seeking missile looking for the bat was Willie Stargell when he ducked. Remember that?
Oh, yes.
Had the bat, hit his bat above his head. The 1-2's outside, 2-2. I used to love it. This week in baseball with Mel Allen.
Great show. Yeah, great show, great announcer. And Willie was here in town. Well, I interviewed him somewhere. I'll find that old interview. He talked about that.
I'd love to hear that. 2-2 on Johnson. Here's a 2-2. Bounced foul into the Bruin dugout. Raven Garrick has given up 3 hits, no runs, through 3 and a third. USJ leads 2-0. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Oh, it hit it. Oh, wait a minute. No. What's the call here? Let's watch the replay of this here and see what happened. It may have hit the bat, I think. Let's take a look at this. It may have hit the handle of the bat, the knob, as they say.
No, I
don't. Well, the umpire said he moved his leg out of the box.
And that's the thing I talk about all the time.
Yeah.
And all year, some of these hitters, and that's unfortunate for the young man. If his foot's in the box, he goes to first. Keith is exactly right over there.
Keith Hatchett, an old pitcher himself, he knows all those tricks.
He beaned a couple of people every once in a while.
Well, he invented those tricks. That's why he knows them.
Well, he had to get them off the plate. You don't let that guy toe the plate, but
he does get the ball, but he doesn't get first base. Yeah. Now the payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground between third and shortstop into left field for a base hit. So Johnson earns first base the hard way. So a 1-out single will bring the shortstop to the plate, Mason Patel.
Trust me, Johnson would rather have the hit. Now, Patel is capable. If you'll remember in the first game last night, he drove one deep to right field, but he's an excellent bunter. With 1 out, it'll be interesting to see if they choose to let him bunt, and he is great at it. Turned one of them that it should have been a sacrifice bunt into a hit last night, and then had one great sacrifice bunt early in the game.
1 out, top of the 4th inning. Johnson over at first base after the single, and Mason Patel in the batter's box. Soft liner into shallow center field, and an over-the-shoulder catch on the full sprint by shortstop Jake Overton to retire Patel. Oh, what a play by Jake Overton on a dead run, an over-the-shoulder catch, and that's a big out, number 2.
Besides the player being tagged out at home plate, put that on in your book as a big play right there. That is a very big play by a guy that capable of senior Jake Overton.
Now Parker Kendall, the designated hitter, with 2 outs, and Johnson still at first base. And Coach, this is a series that's had a number of huge plays.
Oh, it really has.
First pitch, fast strike on the outside corner by Raven Gehrig. It's 0-1 on Kendall. What a series these two teams have played.
Good baseball, well coached, kids that play hard.
0-1 at Parker Kendall. Here's the 0-1. Curveball hit hard. Third base gets under the glove of Browse into left field. So with 2 outs, that'll have Spartans on first and second base. And will bring John Merrill, the right fielder, to the plate. Merrill hits 9th, but he's, again, not a typical 9-hole hitter. John is a good hitter. A chance to help his team out here at the top of the 4th inning. The Bruins lead it 2-0.
0 for 1 on the night, and that was scored a base hit.
Tough chance for Browse. Gary out of the stretch. Curveball. He went around. He couldn't. He tried to check his swing. That's strike 1.
And very nicely asked the umpire about it, and hitters regained his composure.
Both these teams are so well behaved. A lot of sportsmanship showing in this tournament. This series, I should say. Here's the 0-1. Curveball way outside. Push the Cabbage. Keeps it in front of him to prevent the runners from advancing.
He not only keeps it in front, but you notice how cat-like he gets out there. Quickness pouncing on the ball.
He's a smaller athlete than Howell. I'd like my catchers to be a big target, but Push the Cabbage is showing he is very good. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. You want to get this man here.
Yeah, because you definitely want to get 4 good innings out of Raven. And he needs to get through this inning. And they'd like to get more than that, but you definitely want to get 4 good ones.
And you'd rather not see the top of the lineup with the bases loaded.
Yeah, you're right, Dan.
2-1. Curveball, swing and a miss. It's 2-2. And another nice stop by Push the Cabbage behind home plate. That was a gorgeous curveball that hit in front of the plate. It fell off that kitchen table, Coach, and had Morrow out in front, and Push the Cabbage had to make a nice play.
Yeah, he really did make a nice play. Well, the Deuces are wild here. Now, sometimes Knoxville will run on that 2-2 pitch.
They did yesterday.
I don't know if they will do it in this situation, but they have run on it.
See if Garrick will take a look back at second base. Glances back. They don't go. Curveball, line to shortstop. Beautiful play by Overton, because that one you would expect to take a hop, but it hit the lip of the glass and flattened out, and Overton stayed with it and shuffled it over to second base to retire the Spartans in the 4th. We'll move to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's the Bruins 2 and the Spartans nothing on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 at .5digital.com.
What? 30 seconds to tell them about Rockin' Dough Pizza? Here goes. Try Rockin' Dough's ZZ Tots, shredded potatoes, cheddar, Havarti with a sriracha aioli. Or the Blues Burger, blackened beef, blue cheese, arugula with truffle mayo and a balsamic reduction. The Cuban Grinder with pork, ham, Swiss, pickles, garlic, basil aioli, and a grained mustard. The Super Freak Pizza, my favorite. White sauce, spicy Italian sausage with caramelized onions and honey. And their fantastic Sunday brunch. Rockin' Dough in the Jackson Walk Plaza, a slice of the good life.
When you step into King Jewelers, you're stepping into a family-owned business with nearly 30 years of experience. Let Grover King set you up with estate jewelry or the amazing Citizen Echo Drive watch, as well as custom-designed jewelry. King Jewelers buys gold and silver, offers Rolex repair, as well as watch and jewelry repair. Check out the selection of gemstone jewelry and diamond stud earrings. Store hours are Monday through Friday, 9:30 till 5:30 and 10 till 2 on Saturday.
King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, and a brand new King Penn Jewelers location in downtown Jackson.
Now back to USJ Baseball on Newstalk.
Off to the bottom of the fourth we go. Red Peel, the designated hitter, leading off against Peter Schaefer. Curveball stayed high and tight. Ball wide. We want to say hello to my best friend out there listening, Jackson Evans. He's watching at home. Jackson's my best friend. Here's the 1-0. Foul back and out of play. His son of USJ Athletic Director Jody Evans. Jackson, we miss you here, my man. But glad that you're watching and listening at home. Jackson Evans, one of the real good-looking kids of Jackson, Tennessee. The ladies love that guy. Here's the 1-1. Fastball inside, 2-1.
Of course, Red Peel had a big RBI double back in the second inning to put USJ on the board.
And I want to say a thank you here in a moment. Here's the 2-1. Called strike on the outside corner. My friend Chip Thomas, FYI, me said the pitcher is Gary Rabin, not Rabin. Gary, Chip, man, I appreciate that so much. I want to call him. I changed his name up without permission. Here's a 2-2 in the dirt. Bunny pull. Wait a minute. Gary Rabin.
Yeah.
Chip, thank you, my man. Chip, we'll see you at Marco's Pizza. Chip and his boys love Marco's. Here's the payoff. Popped him up. This one's going to drift into shallow right field. Capping under it out there and putting that away. Route number 1 is John Merrill. So one gone here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And Kyle Stanford, the Bruins left fielder, will hit.
Man, if you saw that last swing, more than a slight uppercut, got under it a little too much and did it, but what power. I'm glad he didn't hit any higher, Dan. It might have drawn rain.
That was a major league pop-up.
Yes.
First pitch inside, ball 1.
And Peter Schaefer still bringing it. You hear the mitt pop, and I know the mitts pop a little bit, but you can tell it's got good velocity on it.
1-0. Peter Schaefer fires inside 2-0. Just got a text from my friend Mickey Marley. He's in Germantown, his grandson's game. He said, what's the score with the USJ? He's keeping up with the Bruins. 2-0 foul to the screen. 2 balls and a strike.
And it's always good to hear from Coach Marley. Kyle Stanford 0 for 1, grounded out to the second baseman, the busiest man in the ballpark, A.J. Chambers.
2-1 in the dirt, 3-1. From Kyle Stanford. Kyle plays great left field for the Bruins.
He'll be looking this one over closely, but I believe he has the green light if he sees something he likes.
3-1. It's way out of the strike zone, over his hand, ball 4, and Kyle draws a 1-out walk. And now his brother John Stanford, the right fielder, will stand in that batter's box. The Bruins lead the game 2-0. Bottom of the fourth inning, Coach. We're getting late in the game. This is WN and WSFM in Jackson. My name's Dan Reeves, along with Coach Joe Holloway. Seabass, Paul Schultze, Caleb, Michael Osborne, point5digital.com. You can watch the game. Outside with a fastball, it's 1-0. The sophomore, or as John Boyd says, the sophomore pitcher, Peter Schaefer, the right-hander for Knoxville Webb, has pitched. He's only given up 3 hits. 2 runs have scored in those 3 hits. Working out of the stretch. There goes a runner. Hit hard on the ground to shortstop. Patel bobbles it. He has to go to first, and he does in time to retire John Stanford. Kyle will reach second base. And so now Cole Salmons in a 2-out RBI situation with Kyle Stanford down at second. Should be a big run here, coaches. After this half inning, there'll only be 3 more at bats for both these teams. 2-0 right now, Bruins.
Cole Salmons got hit by a pitch last time, and Patel has that great gun there at shortstop. He wouldn't have gotten the player at second anyway.
Schaefer. Fastball down low. Ball 1.
If you're USJ, you were always almost hoping he would go to second because with the hit and run on, wasn't going to get the runner there.
That's
but
right.
He gunned him down at first. What an arm.
He flashed that right arm on the mound last night. Schaefer looks back at Stanford, fires. He went around, tried to check his swing to Cole Salmons, but it was too late. It's ball and a strike.
The hips had already come forward, and a lot of people don't realize the importance of keeping those hips back as you attack the baseball.
1-1 and Stanford's Salmons. Here's the 1-1. Fastball, strike 2 called, outside corner.
Now, obviously, as you swing, they go forward and rotate as you follow your swing through. Big pitch here, though. Salmons wants to stay alive.
Cole Salmons, his grandparents watching in Kentucky. Fly ball, right center field. This could be trouble. On the move and making the play for out number 3. In right field is John Morrow. So Cole Salmons tried to make his grandparents happy and nearly did. That'll retire the Bruins in the 4th. We'll move on to the 5th inning. It's USJ 2 and Knoxville Webb 0 on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 at .5digital.com.
Hi, I'm Ennis Solanco of Outback Steakhouse. Sale, sale, sale. There's never been a better time to buy. The proprietor's out of town and we're turning them loose at .com.
Ian, stop. You're a nice guy. Just be you. Why are you trying to sound like Dan Reeves? Just be you. Let's roll tape again.
Hi, this is Ian Insulaco with Outback Steakhouse here in Jackson. I'm sure that you know we're a national chain, but did you know that I'm from Jackson and a JCM graduate? Much of my staff and I have been together here at Outback Steakhouse for 15 years. Yes, we are a national company, but here in Jackson, it's all about local. Our pledge, it's always fresh in the Outback. I'd like to thank you, Jackson, for your help in making Outback Steakhouse in Jackson the shining star of the Outback family. And I personally invite you to have dinner with us at Outback Steakhouse, Jackson, Tennessee, 194 Stonebrook Place, or take advantage of curbside takeaway to go by calling 664-9000. That's 664-9000 or OutbackSteakhouse.com. Outback Steakhouse in Jackson. No rules, just right.
Now back to USJ Baseball on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Gary Glavin working his 5th inning. On the mound for USJ, has his team out in front 2-0. Webb would certainly like to cut into this deficit before it gets much later in this game. Leading off is the leadoff man, Stokes Needham, and a curveball called strike 1. 2-0 Bruins. The 0-1 is just outside. That'll even account at a ball and a strike.
And Needham 0 for 2, which is unusual for him. He wants to get on and set the table for the rest of the top of the order.
Here's 1-1. It's downstairs, 2-1. Gary Rabin has pitched a very impressive game so far, keeping the Spartans offense off the scoreboard. 2-1. Beautiful curveball, a swing and a miss. Even a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And you've gotten 4 good innings out of Rabin, but you want to get every inning a plus. You'd love to have had 5, and that's this inning. This one a very crucial one.
2-2 on Needham. Ravens 2-2. Oh, curveball stayed inside. That'll run the count full. A big pitch.
Yeah, it really is.
Leadoff man in the 5th inning, Needham. Rabin out of the windup on coils, fires. He struck him out looking with a curveball. Oh, boy, what a pitch there by Gary Rabin. Round number 1.
5 strikeouts for Gary Rabin, the junior pitcher.
Now the catcher, Reed and Noyes. There's not a weak spot in this lineup for Knoxville Webb.
No, it's two good baseball teams. Noyes had a hit back in the third.
Raven fires high with a fastball, ball one.
And Dan, Raven may be tiring a little bit. I see some change in the motion just slightly. He came back and got that last hitter, though, well.
The 1-0 inside. 2-0. Got another Robinson Joint text. It's Garrick Raven, not Raven. Thank you, you guys, for taking care of me. I really appreciate it.
It just got written on the paper wrong.
Here's a 2-0. Strike call with a fastball. I did that. I wrote it out there.
I know. I said it got written wrong.
You were right about that, Coach.
Gotcha.
You did. 2 balls and a strike. Raven. Fastball called strike 2.
Good comeback, and he's reached back and got a little extra. But again, like I said, I see just a slight change. So you get as much as you can out of this fine young man. He's going to be a great pitcher.
It's still humid out here. Here's the 2-2. Curveball, bounce to third. Browse comes up with it, fires to first, over the wall for out number 2. So Noyes is retired. 5-3, and now with 2 outs and nobody on base, the number 3 hole hitter, Tommy Jordan, always dangerous.
And Jordan is 0 for 2 in this contest, but he had 2 hits yesterday in the 2 games, and he's a good contact man.
Garrick has really handled the top of the lineup well today.
Yes, he has, and his fielders have backed him well, too, when they needed to.
The windup. Raven uncoils, fires. It's a fastball off the plate, ball 1.
Might be well that pitch was outside, because if it had been a strike, I guarantee you that Tommy Jordan had been going for the downs.
1-0, swing and a miss. That curveball has been working all night long for Raven.
And he's been keeping it low. As long as he does that, he's in good shape.
A ball and a strike on the 3-hole hitter, Tommy Jordan. The Bruins lead the game 2-0. We're at the top of inning number 5. The 1-1. Bounce foul down the third base line. Ball and 2 strikes. You win this game, you're off to the state tournaments. You lose, your season comes crashing down. A lot of pressure on these young men for the Bruins and for the Spartans. They want to punch that ticket to the biggest stage in the States. Ball and 2 strikes. Raven fires, fouled back to the screen, and that spoiled a very good pitch.
It really was a good pitch. It was a little flat. It curved, but it didn't drop any then. It had the batter reaching for it. You know, between innings, I got to ask Keith Hatchett if he ever hung a curveball up high.
If he ever did to me, and I lost that ball for him. Here's the 1-2 pinch. Fastball, fouled back and out of play. We'll do it again. No. I like Raven's idea there. He tried to sneak that fastball by him up high.
He did, and sometimes when it rises like that, it can be tough to hit. And the hitters see that thing as like a beach ball coming up there at you.
Ball and 2 strikes on Jordan. Raven out of the windup on Coyos, fires. Beautiful curveball. That fouled back to the screen. You'll hear it. They've got it mic'd back there. Rattle the cage.
Classic battle here, pitcher and Jordan hanging tough. They're battling each other. I'm going to throw my good stuff. You're fouling off my good stuff. I got to come up with a counter.
Great at bat here by Tommy Jordan. 2 outs, nobody on base. Here's the 1-2. Curveball hammered, left field, deep, way back there at the track, at the wall. This ball is off the wall. Here is Jordan rounding first base. He'll cruise into second with a hard hit double that nearly got out of the ballpark, Coach.
It did, and that one was right in his wheelhouse. He kept his head in there and gave it a long ride. And as I said, some of the pitches are starting to rise up a little bit.
Now the cleanup hitter, Carson Slagle, who plays third base with a chance in an RBI situation with 2 gone. And Jordan standing at second base with that double. First pitch, hammered to shortstop. Backhanded and over to first base. What a play at shortstop by Jake Overton.
Did you say Jake the Magician Overton?
Can you say da-da-da, da-da-da? Wow, what a play. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left on base. We'll move to the bottom of the 5th. The Bruins 2, the Spartans nothing on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 at .5digital.com.
Do you have cataracts, glaucoma, or any form of eye disease? At Hughes Eye Center, our physicians include residency-trained optometrists, surgical ophthalmologists, retinal surgeons, and oculoplastic surgeons, all right here in Jackson, Tennessee at Hughes Eye Center. There's no need to drive to Memphis or Nashville for your surgical eye care needs. Call 664-1994 to schedule your consultation. At Hughes Eye Center on Stonebridge in Jackson, that's 664-1994.
I'm Mark Donahoe with the Donahoe Firm. Although my criminal defense cases get a lot of publicity, I'm well versed in civil litigation and use my trial skills to obtain favorable verdicts and maximize results for my clients in many other areas. I've represented doctors, lawyers, businessmen, law enforcement officials, and juveniles. If you have been injured or you have a business dispute or something as simple as a will or any criminal matter, let us put our experience to work for you. The Donahoe Firm, representing you when it matters. Call me for a free consultation, 731-736-4422. That's 731-736-4422, or visit DonahoeFirm.com.
Now back to USJ Baseball on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Top of the lineup for the Bruins here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Booster Cameron, Salmons, Overton, Dulop. Then Booster Cameron's the catcher for USJ. Schaefer, first pitch is high and ball 1.
And Booster Cabbage had a single back in the 3rd and has done an excellent job catching tonight.
Here's Schaefer, the sophomore pitcher, downstairs. 2-0. We're late in the ball game. It's the bottom of the 5th inning.
And, Schaefer's really pitched a good ball game, Dan. He's only allowed 3 hits, but they were timely hits.
Yep. 2-0. Bouncing ball between third and short into left field. A leadoff single for that. Booster Cowers, he's 2 for 3 today. And now Cade Salmons, their center fielder, getting to the left side of the plate.
And he's 0 for 1, but he had a big sacrifice that last, or actually back in the 3rd inning. And I tell you what, let's see if they're playing a little, instead of hit and run, run and hit, or just a straight out steal.
Rock and Dough Pizza bringing you this ball game. Artisan Pizza. Blinders, burgers. Go to first, back safely, Spoost to Cabbage. Rock and Dough Pizza, downtown Jackson in the Jackson Walk. Open till 10 o'clock tonight. 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. tomorrow, and on Sundays, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., including that Sunday morning brunch that's so popular from 10 to 1. RockandDoughPizza.com. By the LASIK Center of Jackson and the Hughes Eye Center. Here's Salmons. Ground ball to shortstop. A.J. over to Patel for 1. To first, in time, a double play. Well done. 4-6-3 to take Booster Cabbage off the base pass. Salmons grounds into a double play. And now Jake Overton with 2 gone, and the base is empty here in the bottom of the 5th inning. USJ leads 2-0.
And very unusual for Jake tonight. He is 0 for 2, but does have an RBI.
Patel, that big arm, he really turned that one. Salmons is fast down that first base line, but Patel able to cut him down. Pitcher's best friend, it's not a dog, it's the double play.
Absolutely, because your dog doesn't turn many double plays. He'll steal you baseball, though.
So true. Jake Overton, who made a fantastic play to save a run in the top of this inning. 2-0 now to Jake. Well, he backhanded a line drive that backhanded it on one hop and through to first base. 2-0. Fouled back and out of play.
Jake would love to have that pitch back and maybe not have quite as much uppercut on it. You're right, he made that ball disappear in his glove, and everybody was out kind of watching the play, and some of the fans to my left, and they didn't know where the ball was.
Fantastic play.
Yeah.
2-1. Line drive into right center field. That's going to go down for a base hit. And a 2-out single off the bat of Jake Overton. How big was that double play down?
Very big, and that I know Webb's feeling good about it. You've got your leading RBI man. He is 1 for 1 tonight. Do you play hit and run? That's a good question right now. Or do you let your runner, Jake Overton, pretty good base runner, steal and get in scoring position?
I'd be afraid to do anything to take the bat out of the hands of Eli Browse.
That's the reason the managers get to make those decisions.
Curveball. Stayed upstairs. Ball 1 on Eli Browse.
It did stay a little high, and you don't want to leave it high to Browse and let it be in his wheelhouse.
He can deposit one of those quickly. Schaefer working out of the stretch. There goes the runner. Hit and run. Fouled back into the stands. That was a good one to do it on. 1-0. And Browse was on that one, just fouled it back.
Yeah, he'd love to have a second opportunity. Now, I see some of the bleacher folks, they're all in center field. They had a McGrill out there tonight. See the grill out there? Yeah. Fun at the old ballpark.
Can't beat it.
Yeah.
Got that grill over at Ace Hardware of Jackson.
Absolutely. We were there today.
1-1 to Eli Browse. Overton at first. The 1-1 is outside. 2-1. Browse hits with a lot of power, but uncharacteristic of a lot of power hitters. He's very patient at the plate.
Most of the time he's very bad. Every once in a while he is overswung, but very rarely. Tough out.
2-1. Schaefer comes set. Fires downstairs. 3-1 on Eli Browse. Eli walked last time up. 2-0 Bruins. Bottom of the 5th inning. Got a good pitcher's duel between Gary Rabin and Peter Schaefer. 3-1. Schaefer comes set. There goes the runner. Fouled back and out of play. Another good one to hit and run on. Browse fouled it out of play.
I'm really surprised Schaefer didn't throw over there because Jake Overton was really leaning. Now, obviously, with 2 outs, a 3-2 count, he'll be running with the pitch.
Base is jammed. We'll see if Schaefer throws over. They're not going to hold him on. Big off. Caught him looking. Fastball from the sophomore Schaefer. Strikes out Eli Browse going into the 5th inning. We'll move on to inning number 6. The Bruins had 2 hits that inning. No runs. Didn't leave one aboard. After 5 complete, it's 2-0 USJ on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. Termites are swarming right now, but you already knew that. But did you know this? Quality termite protection at your house shouldn't cost $300 to $400 per year. That's an insane amount of money to have your home protected. Did you know that almost every builder in West Tennessee chooses us to do their termite pre-treatments? Before some door-to-door salesman convinces you to spend thousands, call us first to see if we pre-treated your home. People always ask me, do you answer your phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? My answer is always the same. When you need someone, you'll find them, and I want that to be us. Please give us the opportunity to earn your business for all of your termite needs, ants, and man, they're bad this time of year, spiders, including brown recluse, flea, tick, wasp, mice, and wood fungus, floor supports, or anything else that has to do with your home. Give us a call 24 hours a day at 660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
I'm Mark Donahoe with the Donahoe Firm. Although my criminal defense cases get a lot of publicity, I'm well versed in
here we go, Bass. Pot it down.
my trial skills to obtain favorable verdicts and maximize.
We'll make that up with Mark in a moment. Peter Schaefer leading off the 6th inning for Knoxville Webb. First pitch, curveball, and just outside, ball one.
Yep. Peter Schaefer 1 for 2 tonight. A chance to help his own cause.
2-0 Bruins. We're late in the game. Top of the 6th inning. Ravens 1-0. Hopped him up. Down the right field line. Out goes the first baseman into foul territory. Wall puts it away. Route number 1. It's those chances like that one you have to take advantage of in situations like this, Coach. With one game away from the state tournament in a close game, and now Nathan Johnson will hit. He's another tough out.
And he's 2 for 2 in this contest, and a very strong young man. Don't want to leave one high to him.
Raven fires, bouncing ball, foul, down to third base line, strike one.
Yeah, he was out in front of that one. Raven took a little off of that one.
Johnson nearly hit one out of the park last time up, doubled it off the wall and left. Eric Raven out of the windup, uncoils, fires downstairs, ball one. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, ball and strike. Scoreboard anticipating a little bit there. They'll have to change it.
Ravens 1-1. Outside and low, 2-1.
Really, at this point in time, you want to stay ahead of those hitters, and the advantage in the percentages for being successful go up with each ball that's thrown.
2-1 pitch, Raven fires outside, 3-1. Well, Nathan Johnson hits in out of the 6 hole, but this entire lineup, top to bottom, is a tough out.
It really is.
3-1. Fastball just inside. Ball 4, Johnson will get a free pass to first base, and now the man that may be the most skilled bunter in the ballpark, Patel and Jack Peel, now will make a trip to the mound.
And I think that at this inning, remember I said definitely wanted 4. You'd like to have 5. You've gotten 5, and you want Rayburn to get through this inning if you're Jack Peel, but you'll have somebody ready for that 7th inning just in case. Tight ball game, 2 runs. You don't win a lot of ball games in high school 2-0 unless you've got dominant pitcher. And so far, Gary Rayburn has done a good job, but he's also had some good fielding. Remember, Patel hit that frozen rope to Overton a while ago.
Yeah. Gary Rayburn's just a masterful game. He's got these hot bats. Quiet for the most part. He's scattered 6 hits. Over 5 1/3 of scoreless work. And Keith, I haven't seen anyone out in the bullpen warming. So Jack Peel just wanted to talk with his pitcher. With 1 out, Nathan Johnson walked, and now Mason Patel, the shortstop, at the plate. 2-0 Bruins. We're late in the ball game. Throw to first, back safely. Pinch runner just entered the game. That's Elliott Heaton. He's a speedster, gets a big lead. Swing and a miss, a curveball. It's 0-1 on Patel.
And if he wasn't hitting 4th, I would expect the Kent Ticovey lookalike Brother Salmons to go to the bullpen and warm up, and that's probably who would come on, although Braden Milan is available.
Yep. 0-1 on Patel. Johnson, who walked on, it gets by Booster Cabbage, and Elliott Heaton will take second base. That's the first time tonight that Booster Cabbage has let one get by, but that's, I don't know, Coach, that was maybe a pass ball.
It's going to have to be, it would be scored as a pass ball. Didn't shift as fast as he's been shifting, and with that particular mitt, when you reach across like that, it can kind of scoot out of your mitt a little bit.
So Heaton's in scoring position. The 1-1. Beautiful curveball, called strike 2 on Patel.
That one should have been framed, and we should have just froze it. right there. What a beautiful pitch. Needs another one of those.
This would be a big out, number 2. With Kendall on deck. Heaton down at second. Here's the 1-2. Fastball high, way out of the strike zone. It'll leave in the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Heaton down at second base for Webb. We're at the top of the 6th inning. The Bruins with a 2-0 advantage.
Really want to get the hitter on this pitch, not carry it to 3-2.
2-2. Caught him working on the outside corner with a fastball. Patel goes down for out number 2.
6 strikeouts for Gary Raven. And a little bit of help by the catcher on how he got it back in the strike zone, Dan.
Parker Kendall, the designated hitter, with 2 outs. Heaton still down at second base.
This young man, a good hitter, had a single his last time up.
He hits out of the 8-hole, but he's tough cookie, as Trump says.
And he runs like a deer, too. Remember, he was the designated runner until he had to come into the ball game last night.
Fouls the first pitch into the Bruin dugouts. Strike 1. USJ 4 outs away from Murfreesboro, but this one's far from over. With Heaton at second base, USJ with a 2-0 lead. 0-1 and Parker Kendall. Raven working out of the stretch. The 0-1. Caught the outside corner, called strike 2 with a fastball.
And you really want to get this one because you'd like to start with the 9 hitter in the 7th. If not, then you're going to start with the top of the order.
0-2. We'll see how Raven handles this out of the stretch. The 0-2. Wasted one high. Fly guy. Try to get him to chase it. It's high drama here at Bruin Park. Ball and 2 strikes on Parker Kendall. Righty on righty. Garrett Raven. Here's 1-2. Third ball. He's called out, and now the ball gets away from the catcher. And we're gonna have to keep this one here. It was a curveball, and the batter, Kendall, started hitting, and the umpire called it a strike, and it bounced off of the catcher, Pusta Cabbage, his mitts, and so the catcher, Pusta Cabbage, had to run it down. Kendall was already headed down to first base, thought the ball hit him. He stopped when he heard the umpire call him out, and so Pusta Cabbage had to go in and throw him out, and we're waiting for the replay on this. I know the Knoxville Webb people are upset. The head coach, Jordan Wormsley, is really chewing on the home plate umpire.
Now it's stuck because we're looking at it. Here it comes.
And let's just say they weren't discussing Shakespeare out there.
And, you know,
You got a really bad umpire tonight. It's amazing.
Well,
the umpire. This guy's terrible.
And we missed the replay on that one.
He's going to be fired.
Oh, boy.
And we got your guys' thing.
Well,
we got it all on film.
That was...
You're making it about you. This is your last game you're ever umpiring.
You hear some of the fans from Knoxville Webb yelling at the home plate umpire.
And it was an interesting call, and I'm surprised he didn't ask for a little help from the base umpires. That would have been a proper thing. You could have done that.
Well, I tell you, that second base umpire is awfully glad he didn't ask for help. Oh, boy.
Well, the other thing is I would have liked to have seen the umpires come to the aid of their umpire, even with the discussion, because it went on a long time. It was a, like I said, articulate discussion, but it wasn't Shakespeare either.
Now the home plate umpire is having a stare-down contest with some of the Knoxville Webb fans, and he's motioning for someone to come back out, and the Knoxville Webb players are all standing at first base and kind of huddling, and now they head back out.
Well, he's going for the athletic director,
Jody Evans.
And fans have to watch what they're doing, but here's what's got to happen in that situation. The umpire needs to turn and face the field. That's what you're taught to do as an umpire.
I agree with you.
And you have to ignore the comments of the fans.
Now, to the Knoxville Webb fans' credit, yeah, they were upset. No, I didn't hear any profanity. They were just being fans. And fans are fans. You've got to let them blow off a little steam. I really did not hear any profanity. Did you?
No, I didn't either. And that's the reason you turn around and face the field. And
so the Bruins now find themselves 3 outs away from Murfreesboro. Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning, and home plate umpire asks for time again. Leading off for the Bruins is Nate Wall, the tremendous first baseman for the Bruins. Sophomore Peter Schaefer still on the mound for Knox Webb. First pitch, fouled down the right goal line and out of play. Bass, I don't know. Did you see? Are you watching the game? Could you tell what happened, Bass?
I'm watching it, but I couldn't do it.
Here's the 0-1. Ball, strike 2.
And Nate Wall in an unfamiliar position, 0 for 2 tonight, but he did score the first run after getting on with a fielder's choice.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Boy, he hit that one. He's a right-handed batter, and the Bruins dugout is down the third base line. He turned on that one so much he hit it into the front
of the
Bruin dugout for a foul ball. Who did he catch, Coach?
I think he got Spencer Nelson then.
The 0-2. Fouled back to the screen to stay alive. Nate Wall, Coach, you and I are not often speechless, but that was a confusing scenario.
Yeah, and I wish we had our replay. I would love to see that one again.
There'll be a lot of people online tonight watching a replay. Here's the 0-2 curveball, chopper, slowly hit to third base, and that's a tough chance, and they won't be able to make it. That was a tough chance over at third base. Carson Schlegel, had to move to his left and try to field that high chopper. He couldn't make it as that ball was dying on him. And if I'm scoring, I give Nate Wall a single, Coach.
I'm probably going to give him one. I got to think about what the scoring rule, and that's all Schlegel could do. If he doesn't make the play, it's going to be a base hit anyway.
He hit off the webbing of his glove, so now designated hitter Rhett Peel squaring to bunt, takes the ball, and he gets by the catcher. Down to second base goes Wall. He's going to round second base. The catcher can't locate the ball, and Wall will hit third base and hold up there. Holy moly. I mean, that one, it was a curveball that fell off the kitchen table, and the catcher for Knoxville Webb, who's a very good catcher, Reed Noyes, after he got behind him, he couldn't locate it, and credits Nate Wall, who never broke stride from first base, rounded second, and winds up on third base with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Rhett Peel in the batter's box with a 1-ball and no strike count. We'll see if Schaefer can work out of this. Only a sophomore. The 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0 on Rhett Peel.
And if he can level that swing out and not drop that back shoulder, then we're going to have to score that one as an error. And in minor league baseball, you work the press box like I have, you can go back and review the tape of the game and change the scoring on it later.
2-0. Right Peel, the 2-0. Swinging a miss, the fastball. Peter Schaefer, only a sophomore.
Well, he reached back and got a little extra.
He sure did, Coach.
Dizzy Dean, for the young people won't know it, he'd say he was rearing back and getting a little extra. Only he didn't say it with that good of English.
Here's a 2-1. Way outside. Ball 3. On deck for USJ is Kyle, then John Stanford. Nobody out. Bottom, inning 6. 2-0 Bruins. Nate Wall with an infield single. Takes 2 bases on a pass ball. Popped him up. That's back it out of play. 1 to count 4. This is a big at bat here with nobody out. You can score so many ways with nobody out and a runner at third base, Coach.
You're right. And Rhett Peel would like to at least get a deep fly ball. Now, if he hits it to short or second, they're going to go to first with it and give up the run for out. Third base will come home with it.
Payoff pitch. Way outside, ball 4, and Peel will get a walk. So runners on the corners, and now Kyle Stanford. You know, at this point in the game, I know the Bruins would be more than happy to give up a double play to get another run home. Because Coach, we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Knoxville Webb only has 3 outs to make up the 2-run deficit. They've got John Morrow, their number 9 hole hitter, leading off and into the top of the lineup. So this game is far from being over. And the Bruins in the bottom of the 6th inning with a 2-0 lead. USJ scored 1 in the second and added another in the third. Knox Webb has been held scoreless by junior pitcher Gary Rabin. So here we are. The Spartans have 6 hits on the night. The Bruins have scored their 2 runs on 5 hits. There's been some controversial calls by mainly the home plate umpire tonight, and we'll have to take a look at it. Now, those guys have a tough job, and
they don't get a replay like we do.
Right.
They have to make a split decision very quickly.
I'll say this, the home plate umpire made that call quickly and emphatically. And there's going to be a change on the pitching mound. Schaefer will head out to the outfield. We'll take a 60-second break. Bottom of the 6th inning. Nobody out for USJ when we return to the Bruins leading 2-0 on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 at .5digital.com.
I'm Mark Donahoe with the Donahoe Firm. Although my criminal defense cases get a lot of publicity, I'm well versed in civil litigation and use my trial skills to obtain favorable verdicts and maximize results for my clients in many other areas. I've represented doctors, lawyers, businessmen, law enforcement officials, and juveniles. If you have been injured or you have a business dispute or something as simple as a will or any criminal matter, let us put our experience to work for you. The Donahoe Firm, representing you when it matters. Call me for a free consultation, 731-736-4422. That's 731-736-4422, or visit DonahoeFirm.com.
When you step into King Jewelers, you're stepping into a family-owned business with nearly 30 years of experience. Let Grover King set you up with estate jewelry or the amazing Sisson Echo Drive watch, as well as custom-designed jewelry. King Jewelers buys gold and silver, offers Rolex repair, as well as watch and jewelry repair. Check out the selection of gemstone jewelry and diamond stud earrings. Store hours are Monday through Friday, 9:30 till 5:30 and 10 till 2 on Saturday.
King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, and a brand new King Jewelers location in downtown Jackson.
Now back to USJ Baseball on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Tommy Jordan, the new pitcher for Knoxville Webb. Coach, he comes in from left field to take over for Schaefer.
He does. Hasn't had anything but the standard warm-ups here. Has a little bit of a bender. Strong kid. Peter Schaefer pitched a fine ball game. He only gave up 5 hits and 2 runs. He struck out 2. And, this has been a real white knuckler, you and I. But you say it so much better than I do.
Coach, it's a real white knuckler. The very definition of one. Runners on the corners. Nobody out. Kyle Stanford.
Let's see if they're running Rhett Peel to stay out of the double play, although a run would score on the double play that way.
Hard hit on the ground to shortstop. Patel goes to second for 1 on to first base. They're not going to get him at first, and a run scores as Nate Wall will cross home plate, and the Bruins take a 3-0 lead.
And you don't get an RBI on the fielder's choice like that, but a timely hit got it in. And I'll tell you what, you got to give Stanford credit for getting down that line.
John Stanford, Kyle's brother, will bat. Kyle on first base. First pitch high and tight, ball 1. Tommy Jordan in relief. Peter Schaefer pitched a heck of a game for Knoxville Webb. Squares the bunt, takes the ball, the snap throw to first base, and they missed the tag on Kyle Stanford. They had him. Just a gorgeous play by the catcher, Reed Noyes. He slung that ball down to first base. They had Kyle Stanford hung out, but Kyle able to dive around the tag and get back safely over there.
Well, part of the problem with the tag is the ball went through and stuck in the webbing. I'm talking about partially through it. And when Johnson went to tag him, he didn't go all the way down because he thought he didn't have the ball.
So that's how Kyle got back. And,
yeah, he got under the tag. The tag would have had him.
And Johnson gets a fresh first baseman's mitt or glove. 1-1. Here's 1-1. Fastball, strike two, caught at the knees.
Long set of signals, and John Stanford really checked Coach Jack Peel out that time. Let's see what's up. He's got to protect the plate in this situation.
1-2. John Stanford throw to first base to chase his brother Kyle back. 3-0 USJ, 1-1 in for the Bruins here in the bottom of the sixth inning. The Bruins 3 runs and 5 hits. No runs and 6 hits for Knoxville Webb. Here's 1-2. Way outside. That'll leave it a count at 2 balls and 2 strikes on John Stanford, the Bruins right fielder.
He's grounded out to short twice tonight in this game.
2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a fastball. A big out number 2. Tommy Jordan, he runs back for a little extra. So now Cole Salmons, the second baseman for the Bruins, with 2 gone, and Kyle Stanford still down at second base. Or pardon me, at first base. Jordan out of the stretch. He'll throw over to first base and chase Kyle back. This has been a long bottom of the 6th inning and a much-needed break for Garrick Raven. With a pitching change to get some rest. Throw to first. Stanford has to dive back. Safe. Jordan has a very quick move over to first base for a right-handed pitcher.
Yes, he does. He does a good job with that.
Strike 1. Fastball.
And he's done a good job coming in because, like I said, all he got was the normal warm-up pitches. Coming out of left field is not an easy thing to do.
0-1 on Cole Salmons. Over to first. Kyle Stanford dives back head first safely. On the bottom of inning number 6. 3-0 USJ. Jordan's 1-2 way outside. Nice play with the catcher. Snap throw to first, and Kyle Stanford has to dive back safely. I'm telling you, I really like Reed Noyes behind home plate for Knoxville Webb. He's a good one, isn't he?
An aggressive young receiver and does a good job. He came out of there throwing. There was no hesitation. He knew what he was doing.
Kyle Stanford's doing his job. Creating a distraction at first base. Here's 1-1. Bounce foul behind home plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Tommy Jordan, if he can come in here and get these last 2 outs without surrendering another run, would have done his job in relief of Schaefer. You had a tip you had to sophomore Peter Schaefer. It's a good game here for Knoxville. 1-2. Upstairs, 2-2.
He really did, and nothing to be ashamed of. Matter of fact, great effort, and I know his coaches congratulate him on. And like I said, it just took some very timely hits and some good base running to score those 2 runs originally. Now it's 3.
2-2. Here's the 2-2. Fouled back. Behind home plate. That's going to reach the crowd. Noyes gave it a look, but ran out of real estate. The deuces are wild. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of inning number 6. USJ with 1 run across here at the bottom of this inning to extend their lead to 3-0. 3 outs away from making a return trip to Murfreesboro. But still, a long way to go. The 2-2. Caught him looking. Struck him out. That'll do it for the Bruins. And the bottom of the 6th, 3 outs away from Murfreesboro. We head to inning number 7. 3-0 USJ on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Hi, I'm Ennis Soranko of Outback Steakhouse. Sale, sale, sale. There's never been a better time to buy. The proprietor's out of town and we're turning them loose at .com.
Ian, stop. You're a nice guy. Just be you. Why are you trying to sound like Dan Reeves? Just be you. Let's roll tape again.
Hi, this is Ian Insulaco with Outback Steakhouse here in Jackson. I'm sure that you know we're a national chain, but did you know that I'm from Jackson and a JCM graduate? Much of my staff and I have been together here at Outback Steakhouse for 15 years. Yes, we are a national company, but here in Jackson, it's all about local. Our pledge, it's always fresh in the Outback. I'd like to thank you, Jackson, for your help in making Outback Steakhouse in Jackson the shining star of the Outback family. And I personally invite you to have dinner with us at Outback Steakhouse, Jackson, Tennessee, 194 Stonebrook Place, or take advantage of curbside takeaway to go by calling 664-9000. That's 664-9000 or OutbackSteakhouse.com. Outback Steakhouse in Jackson. No rules, just right.
Now back to USJ Baseball on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
On to the 7th inning we go. USJ 3, Knoxville Webb 0. John Mello, the 9-hole hitter. Stokes Needham, Reed Noyes due up for Knoxville. Garrick Laban, 3 outs away from a complete game that would send his team to Murfreesboro. This is WN and WSFM in Jackson. This is a sold-out Bruins Park. First pitch, curveball, and the dirt, ball 1. Well, you hear the Knoxville Webb dugout is making some noise. They're all on the top step. You look over into the Bruin dugout. All the Bruins are on the top step. This is like the Game 7 of the NLCS, trying to punch your ticket to the World Series.
And John Morrow 0 for 2, and he keeps stepping out. And Dan, I would have to believe it's a good tactic to step out, try to rattle the young pitcher. And you got to have base runners. You got the top of the order coming up.
Here's the 1-0. Line drive into left field. That's a base hit. So Morrow does his job for the Spartans. He reaches base. And now to the top of the lineup, and a very dangerous top of the lineup. The coach has been stymied by junior pitcher Gary Graben all night long. Jack Peel, the head coach, will call a timeout. He wants to go talk with his pitcher, and still no activity in the Bruins bullpen.
Well, now you've got on the field Cole Salmons, who could be brought in. It'd be tough without the warm-ups and stuff.
And that's going to be it for Gary Graben. And coach, it is a little misleading in high school baseball because your pitchers are many times some of the best athletes just because there's no action in the bullpen. And what a performance by junior pitcher Gary Graben. He scattered 7 hits, over 6 completes. He did not give up a run, but Morrow at first base is his responsibility. We'll take a 60-second break for the pitching change on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5digital.com.
What? 30 seconds to tell them about Rockin' Dough Pizza? Here goes. Try Rockin' Dough's ZZ Tots, shredded potatoes, cheddar, Havarti with a sriracha aioli. Or the Blues Burger, blackened beef, blue cheese, arugula with truffle mayo and a balsamic reduction. The Cuban Grinder with pork, ham, Swiss, pickles, garlic, basil aioli, and a grained mustard. The Super Freak Pizza, my favorite. White sauce, spicy Italian sausage with caramelized onions and honey. And their fantastic Sunday brunch. Rockin' Dough in the Jackson Walk Plaza, a slice of the good life.
When you step into King Jewelers, you're stepping into a family-owned business with nearly 30 years of experience. Let Grover King set you up with estate jewelry or the amazing Citizen Echo Drive watch, as well as custom-designed jewelry. King Jewelers buys gold and silver, offers Rolex repair, as well as watch and jewelry repair. Check out the selection of gemstone jewelry and diamond stud earrings. Store hours are Monday through Friday, 9:30 till 5:30 and 10 till 2 on Saturday.
King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, and a brand new King Jewelers location in downtown Jackson.
Now back to USJ Baseball on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5.
Well, to be junior Nate Wall towing the rubber for USJ at the top of the 7th inning. USJ 3, Knoxville Webb 0. But Nate has his work cut out for him. John Maros singled to start this 7th inning. He's at first base. And now to the top of the lineup in the dangerous Stokes Needham. The Bruins 3 outs away from a return trip to Murfreesboro. Wall out of the stretch. Fires, curveball, strike one called. A beauty caught the outside corner. Dan Williams and Coach Joe Holloway with you. Wall looks in for his side from Pusta Cabbage. Mauro at first. The 0-1 curveball in the dirt. Nice stop by Pusta Cabbage. It's a ball and a strike.
Of course, Nate, a very versatile person.
Here's 1-1. Fastball, soft liner towards second. And it's bobbled, and everybody's going to be safe. Oh, boy. That was just a soft liner to second base. Cole Salmons let the ball play him, Coach, and it ate him up.
Yeah, he didn't get it in the air, and sometimes you let those little pops drop so you can turn two, but if you fumble it, you got a problem. Now you got no outs. Let's see, you've got a very good hitter in Reed Noyes. He's had a single back in the third. He's 1 for 3. He's also a capable bunter, but I think he's hitting away.
Bunters at first and second. Rod Roddy, Wall working out of the stretch. Fires, curveball in the dirt. Nice stop, Pusta Cabbage. 1-0.
And he did show the bunt, which is the proper play by the baseball book. And see if they keep the bunt on.
Gary Wayman stays in the game to play first base. 1-0 to Noyes. Wall. The 1-0. Fastball just off the plates. 2-0. High drama here in the top of the 7th inning. Nobody out. Spartans on first and second. USJ with a 3-0 advantage. Wall looks in. Out of the stretch. The 2-0. Downstairs the fastball. It's 3-0. Nope. Yeah, nobody out. And you got Tommy Jordan and Carson Slagle, the number 3 and 4 hitters, licking their lips.
And this is the tying run that's at the plate.
3-0. Walked it. Outside, ball 4. So nobody out. Bases loaded. The Bruins with a shaky 3-0 lead, Coach. Here, 3 outs away from Murfreesboro.
And Tommy Jordan rattled the fence with a double back in the 5th inning. You want to keep the ball in the infield, knock it down. You definitely want to get the play at the plate if you can. The infield's at double play depth.
Working out of the windup. Wall fires the fastball. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
If they can turn 2, they'll give them the run for a double play out, and that's what they're looking for.
Keith Hatchett pointed out that ball was in his eyes. Want to keep it down to Tommy Jordan. 0-1. Nate Wall looks in. Out of the windup on Coils. Fires. Curveball. Fouled back to the screen. He's out of the front. 0-2. Wade Norris, Texan. Wade Norris logging says, go Bruins. He's listening to the game tonight. Wade, it's good to hear from you. Coach Joe and I miss you here at the ballpark, don't we?
Yes, we do miss him.
You'll put money in your pockets and leave your land the way it should be left. WadeNorrisLogging.com. Big pitch coming here. It's 0-2 to number 3-0 hitter Tommy Jordan. Bases loaded, nobody out. Nate Wall out of the windup on Coils, fires. He struck him out with a fastball. So one gone. And now cleanup hitter Carson Schlegel. That was a big strikeout at out number 1. And to give confidence as well, as Nate Wall has just entered the game on the mound for the Bruins.
Yeah, that was probably his best pitch he's thrown. And again, the infield stays at double play depth.
Righty on righty again. Nate Wall looks in. Working out of the windup with the bases loaded. Uncoils, curveball in the dirt. Another fine play by catcher and fan Pusta-Campers to keep that one in front of him. Pass ball right here, or a wild pitch gets a run home.
It sure does. And Carson Schlegel overdue. This fine hitter is 0 for 3 tonight, so like I said, he's overdue.
1-0 to Schlegel. The cleanup hitter. The 1-0. Fastball, strike one called. I think he was taken all the way there.
Yeah, they've had, matter of fact, all the hitters in this inning have been taking until they got a strike.
Ball and a strike. Nate Wall. Wall's 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2 balls and a strike and no place to punch. Carson Schlegel, the Spartans have the bases loaded. 1 out. Top of the 7th inning, the Bruins 2 outs away from Murfreesboro.
Tying runs at first, go-ahead runs at the plate.
Here's Walls, 2-1. Outside with a fastball, it's 3 balls and a strike on Carson Schlegel. Now, Coach, what do you don't want to give him anything fat, but you don't want to walk him either.
You know, I'm going to try to come in low and inside and keep his hands tied up because we're missing outside, and they've tried to pitch him outside.
3-1. Wall looks in. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Fastball, fly to right field. Camping Undring out there near the track and catching it for out number 2. That'll get a run home. Plenty deep enough. Tagging at third base is John Morrow. He'll score. And moving from second over to third base is Needham. So now 2 outs and runners on the corners.
Now, what was important, Dan, is you hit the cutoff man, and I'm sure the fans heard through our field mic people hollering 2. That means go to second base with it. Keep this runner from advance. You try to throw the guy out at third, and you got problems. That guy's now in scoring position.
That runner at third base doesn't mean anything, does it? But
no, you win 3-2 even if he scores. What you've got to do is keep the man on first from scoring.
Coach Spencer Nelson makes a trip to the mound. Gary Rabin, who's playing first base. Gary pitched 6 complete tonight. He gave up a leadoff single in the top of the 7th inning and gave way to Nate Wall. Nate.
Now the hitter that's up there.
Was a victim of an error and then a walk to load the bases and a sacrifice fly. Charged that run too. Gary Rabin. And now, guess who? It's the man, the sophomore, that pitched his heart out tonight for Knoxville Webb. It's Peter Schaefer. Knoxville Webb is down to their last opportunity with the runners on the corners. It's 3-1 USJ with 2 outs at the top of the 7th. Nate Wall working out of the stretch. Fires. Oh, and it's down the stairs in the dirt. Oh, wait a minute. That ball They say it hit his foot, and he'll take first base. That's going to reload the bases. That curveball fell off the table and hit his toe, so that'll load the bases. And now Nathan Johnson, who rattled the fence earlier, and he's red hot. He hits out of the number 6 hole, and he is dangerous, Coach.
He's 2 for 2 with a walk. And
now, I do think that, at least so far in this inning, it looks like Nate Wall is more comfortable pitching out of the windup. This will let him go back to the windup with the bases loaded.
It does. You want to knock the ball down. Again, the man at second's who's important.
First pitch, caught the outside corner. Called strike 1.
Keep the ball in the infield. Obviously, you want to get the out, but keep it down. Don't let the man from second score. That's the whole ball game right there as far as tying it up. The winning runs at first.
0-1 to Johnson. Here's Nate Wall working out of the windup with the bases loaded. The Bruins 2 strikes away from Murfreesboro. The 0-1 popped him up on the infield. Calling for it is Wakeman. He puts it away, and the Bruins are headed to Murfreesboro. Final score, USJ 3, Knoxville Webb 1. Holy moly, the Bruins back to the state tournament. We'll be back to tie this one off after 4 minutes on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.